got you into the country song?
I was raised in South Florida, and I know if you think of South Florida, you don't really think about country music today. But when I was growing up there, it was huge. It was such a paramount part of my life. My family listened to Loretta Lynn and Patsy Cline and Johnny Cash, and we used to watch shows like Hee Haw and the Mandrell Sisters, and I just loved it because, you know, when you're younger, the music that you listen to is so important, and it makes you who you become as an adult. So for me, if I'm driving in the car by myself without my kids listening to their, you know, dance music or goth rock, it's basically, I will feel more at ease listening to a country station. That's what I'm going to listen to. But of course, when I lived down there, it was, you know, we lived down in Florida, it was, you know, country all the time. And then when I moved back to New York in my 10th grade of high school, there were no country outlets. So I had to put anything that I wanted with country music either on a record or something like that, or a tape, because there were no outlets. You couldn't listen to country music in New York at the time.
Yeah,
And
it's been a long time.
it has been quite a long time. So I started listening to other types of music, like rock and roll and things like that. Bands like Bon Jovi, Bryan Adams, Billy Joel, you know, things like that. So I love that as well. So my music is, I call it Long Island country. So what that is the greatest storytelling of a country song, that emotion that gets evoked from the listener, where you can listen to a song and go, I know exactly what she's talking about because I feel that way right now. But it has edginess of New York rock and roll. So that's what it is. Someone wrote an article on me and they called me the female Garth Brooks, and I thought it was like the greatest compliment.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
I thought that was really nice.
What do your kids think about the
They're
music
so great.
business?
I have to tell you, because they're a bit older, I have a 17-year-old daughter who's getting ready to go off to college, and I have a 15-year-old son, and they've seen musicians come in and out of my house all the time. So it wasn't far-fetched for them when I approached them a few years ago and I said, I have this desire so bad to see what would have happened if I would have lived that dream of becoming a country music artist. Even though I've been singing my whole life, they know I was, you know, I fronted a band for 20 years, and they knew that that was my dream, and they said, go for it. I said, if I have your support, I'm going to do it. So with the support of my husband, my family, my children, my parents, who thankfully are still with us, who watch them when I'm not there, they gave me their support, and here I am. And it's been such an incredible ride, Bill. It really has been, because I never thought in a million years that I would get this shot. But for some reason, I really have this inner faith in God that tells me that where I am today, sitting here with you, doing this, is where I'm supposed to be right now.
Of all the people, all the songs out there, that you write as well, right?
Yes.
If there's a song that you could have written or could have recorded,
Very easy.
yeah, what would it be?
But I did record it after the fact. The most beautiful song I love is Dolly Parton's I'll Always Love You. I think that's an incredible song. It's just one of many. And I only say that right off the tip of my tongue was because I had an opportunity to sing that song live when I was doing a performance with Casey James last year. And Whitney had just passed, and we were doing an acoustic thing. And in homage to her and to Dolly, who I loved listening to and still do, I did an acoustic song of it. And we actually filmed it. And I was overcome with emotion, not because of the words and the lyrics to the song, but also because the audience, I didn't expect them to respond the way they did. They had given me a standing ovation in the middle of the song. So it was quite touching, and I held it together at the very end, but I kind of like break down a little bit because I was so overwhelmed with the way they reacted, and we got it on film, and CMT saw that video and they aired it on CMT Pure.
Oh, that's great.
And they took it, so it was exciting.
Speaking of them, CMT.com has been running your new video, Somebody's Baby.
Yes.
And that's been taken off. Tell me about the single.
I'm so excited because, like I said to you before, country music is all about the lyric and the song and creating that relationship with the listener. And when I first heard Somebody's Baby, I was really drawn to it because the first verse talks about a mom letting her daughter go off into the world and realizing, go live your dream. But no, wherever you are in life, you're always going to be my baby. So I'm going through that right now. You know, eventually my daughter's going to be going off soon. And so it touched me. And that's, as an artist, whether it's my music or somebody else's music that wrote it, if I'm going to sing it or record it, I have to feel a connection there. It's got to be real, because the greatest thing about this genre is there's nothing fake about it. It's you, it's me, it's your neighbor next door. It's about us, Americans, you know? And so that's what I loved about it.
where can people find you online?
I love interacting with people, so please visit me at lisamatassa.com, and I'm huge with social media, so I love tweeting with everyone and taking friend requests on Facebook. So it's Lisa Matassa on Facebook. There's a Lisa Matassa personal page. I'm not at my limit yet with the fans, so please, add friend request me, and then Lisa Matassa fan page, and then of course on Twitter at Lisa_Matassa.